Hi everyone, my name is Zenith and I'm back with another video. So today in this video I will be explaining how you can abbreviate a word, how you can mark a word and much more. So make sure you stick around. So let's go into the video without any further delay. So right now you can see my web page is empty, and by the way this is the this is the lesson 6. So I'll be also mentioning some work which we have done from the previous lesson. So let's see what we'll be learning today. So first we will be seeing how you can mark a word. Now you might have seen some web pages that some words are highlighted. How you want to put that little yellow ink highlight? Yes, that is possible. First of all, you will start by writing any simple information, anything. So let us say write any info. So let's consider this as our basic simple text, and now let's check. Okay, it has appeared. Now let's see how we can highlight. Let's, for example, we want to highlight this word info. So for that you will have to use these two new tags called the mark tag, and they come in groups. So there will be a mark opening tag and a mark closing tag. So you have to put these two tags around the word which you want to highlight. Here I put these two tags around the word info. I want to highlight this word. Once you have done, save it and you check it. Okay, so right now my info is not any highlight form. Now let's check. It has now highlighted. If you can see, it has now come with a yellow color, with yellow ink highlight. So that's one point you can make. And now you can not only highlight one word, you can highlight also the whole line. Like if I want to highlight this whole line, I can highlight it. And there, look, my whole line got highlighted. So let's move on. For my next tip for you today is the abbreviate. Now you might have seen there are many abbreviated words like HTML. Let us take for example HTML is an abbreviated word and it stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Now what is www? It stands for World Wide Web. So how you can create something like that in a web page? It's quite easy. Okay, so first of all, let's copy this sentence and let's, for example, write HTML. This is my info and HTML, just as an example. Okay, so let us check. Right now, no word is abbreviated. Once the word HTML, word HTML has been abbreviated, whenever you hover your cursor over that word, a small bar will appear over here telling the full form of the word. Like HTML is the short abbreviation, and when you hover over that word, you'll see the you'll see the full form of the word, which will be Hypertext Markup Language. So how you can do that? First of all, you will start writing with the ABBR, which stands for abbreviate. Then you will write with it abbreviate title, and in the quotation marks you will write the Hypertext Markup Language. This will be the word which will be abbreviated. Now the web browser cannot abbreviate it, so I'll tell you how you can make it look like it's abbreviated. Over here you will simply write Hypertext Markup Language. Once you've written this, you will close this tag, and this word HTML should be between these two, abbreviate, this opening tag and the abbreviate closing tag. Over here you'll simply put its closing tag, the slash. Now let's check. So now as you can see, my word HTML has been abbreviated. This word HTML has been abbreviated. And now as you can see, this word is abbreviated. Now if I hover my cursor over it and wait like for 1 second, this little bar will appear, hypertext, which will be showing you, it will be hypertext markup language. Also the abbreviated word will have a little dot, and it will have a line, it will have a dotted line under it. Whenever you hover over the word, it will show you the full form of the short word, and that's how you can abbreviate a word. Now let's move on to the next tag. So the next tag which we are going to learn today is how you can insert a line. That's very easy. Like how you want to insert a long line across your web page, like which will be cutting it off from the rest of the content of your web page. For that, you need to use this tag called HR, which stands for horizontal line, because you'll be putting a horizontal line across the web page. And this one is a tag which does not has a closing, so it will be just HR. Now let's check. It will now make the line appear in that place. Now you can see it has made this long line appear over here, and yes, it's quite easy. It's quite easy as that. Okay, so let's suppose you want to write an information but you want to make it come in separate lines. Let's for example write so you write any sentence. Now look, what if you want to like create a sentence in HTML but it should have breaks in it? Okay, like this sentence which should show up now in my web page, it's not having any breaks right now currently. You can see it's in one line, like it is not having this, and then on my next line is my, and something like that. Like you want to break this channel across multiple lines, and if you want to do that, you would want to put this little small tag. And again, this tag is a tag with no closing. Like if I want to separate, this is my channel named. Over here I want to put that zenith 2 and T on the next line. So over here I'll place BR, which is break. Just place it in the middle of your line, and look, now that sentence should be broken across 2 lines. And yes, it came on the next line. Like this one is on the first line, and the zenith 20 has moved across the other line. So okay, now you have learned how you can break a sentence. On to the next tag. Now look, there are many ways to do many things in HTML. There is not only one way to make a sentence make a sentence move in the center. There are many ways. Like the same thing I told you, that you can color text in many ways. One way is hexadecimal code, and the other way is by writing its actual color, like light blue, green, anything, any color. So for this one, I would say now how you can make text big and small. No, literally, I mean how you can make it big and small. Now I know you can also make it big and small using those fonts, but literally how you can make it big and small, like in contrast to the others, that's very easy. And if you are really a beginner, you can go with this. If you want to make a text big, you would then put this big tag across like outside a sentence which you want to make it big, like this. Now this sentence will appear in big form. And yes, this one is now looking bigger than this. It's not capitalized, its font size is only bigger than this. Now you can also do the same thing and the vice versa thing with this sentence, and it is small. Like if you want to create this is into a small font, you would then do the same thing, but instead of writing big, you would write small. That easy. Now once you have done that, you will save, and the is will be now in small font. Now the is in small font compared to the other are in big font, and this one is a small font. Okay, so the next tag which I'll be sharing is the monospace tag. Now, first of all, let us see what the meaning of monospace. Monospace means that every text, like for example, the word small. Some words are wider than other words. The letter M might be wider than the letter I. It might be wider than the letter I. So create a monospace text. It means making all of the letters in a word of the same width and of the same size is by using the double T tag. Like for example, if I want to, let's use the same sentence again, and I want to monospace the word info. It won't create much difference, but it will only be a bit thinner, and all of the words will be in the same width. So these are the opening and closing tags for the monospace. You will see that text will appear here, and the word info is, first of all, the word info is smaller, and all of the words, as you can see, the letter I is not bigger than the letter N, the letter F is not bigger than any other letter. All of them are with the same height, same font, and same width. Okay, onto the next tag. You might have seen some writers like in diaries. If you have read, there are many diaries which have been published nowadays, and they sometimes have words which are like cut, and instead of those words which are cuts, other words are written as replacing. You might have also done with your book. You might be writing with a pen and you don't know how to erase the word. You just put a strike on it and you just write another word by beside it, under it, or up or above it. And yes, the same thing you can do. The same thing you can do in HTML. So for this, you will need two separate tags. Over here, it's actually quite similar to the function of the strike tag, and this tag is the delete tag. It actually deletes a word, not specifically that it deletes a word from the web page. It actually shows it as a strike word. So this is my info. This is the sentence, and mistake. Okay, so this word mistake, I want to delete it. If I want to delete this word, I would simply write these two tags, the DEL, which stands for delete. One is the closing tag and one is the opening tag. So yes, I have surrounded the word mistake with this delete. Now this word mistake will be striked. And yes, now as you can see, my sentence is highlighted, maybe because I forgot to actually remove the mark. Yes, I forgot to remove the mark, but actually this is another bonus point for you, that you can combine many combinations. Remember, most of these tags can be combined together. As I told in previous lessons, you can combine the styling, the italics, bold, and many of these tags in HTML can be combined, and they also quite look amazing. Now you can see that the word mistake has been striked, has now striked. Now what if you want to make it look like the word mistake has been like striked, and also it has also another word has been like inserted with it? For this one you would have to put the insert tag, INS, standing for insert, that you are actually inserting a word. This word will appear lower than the sentence, so I will insert the word correct, and insert again. Oh yes, forgot to save it. So once you've written these two tags, the insert closing tag and the insert opening tag, then you would go to your web page and look at the things which are done. Now you can see the word correct has been appeared, like this word mistake has been crossed out and the word correct has come with an underline as well. So let us see. one more thing, that if I remove this mistake, the whole tag of delete and mistake as well, and check now, you can see that the word correct is also there. So yes, you can use delete tags and insert tags as a combination, or you can also use them separately. It's upon you. So I have now shown you so much information: how you can highlight a word, how you can abbreviate a word, how you can like break the sentence, how you can insert a line, and many things. And that's what I all had for today. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can have more information about my channel on time and when I'll be posting my videos. So I will see you soon in another video. Bye.